whatever. But he was not Muhammad Ali in no way, shape, or form. Like, you wasn't gonna be like, you couldn't compare it to him. But oh yeah, like nah.
Why not?
Muhammad, who would you compare Muhammad Ali to as far as like just like being like
Jim Brown?
Not even close.
Not even close.
Not even close.
Not even a little bit.
Splash in your eyes right now. I'm sorry. Like splash in your eyes.
Put the thing down, cause you ain't that tall. Smooth ass. And we're recording. Video wise, we're recording.
I don't give a fuck now what we doing. Like damn.
I don't know.
I don't give a fuck what we doing now.
So I thought that'd be kind of cool to have like bonus information on what's that thing called? Camera.
Don't touch me.
My bad, you right.
That's ignorant as shit. All you trying to do is be patient.
Okay.
You
didn't see that net?
Nice.
I'm saying right there. Power your forehead. Check. Oh, you laugh like that, that'd be fucking hilarious.
And then he told him. That's how you get somebody to stop. Family Guy. That's what that was from. It's mommy, mama, Mimo. I hate saying Mimo, but he was saying different. Then she was like, what? And she was like, hi. That's all he had? I'd have been heated, bro.
You ain't hot?
You hot, I'm sauna. Was that what you said?
No, I don't know who said that. They need to stop.
Lil Wayne says that.
Nah, he ain't that good of a rapper no more anyway. No more.
I don't know. I haven't listened to those last later. I can't tell you. The last thing I listened to from Lil Wayne, that's how far off I am, was No Ceilings.
So I feel kind of like conflicted.
Yes, in your teeth.
Is it coffee?
I don't know. Look green.
Yeah.
I got you.
Is it money? You said look green. When you knock my teeth out, make sure you go like the far way out like this. Because like, I can't think of a reason. But so Trump is trying to pardon himself, Lil Wayne, and Kodak Black. So I kind of was like, Wayne was out here wilding, but
when was he wilding?
When he said black people don't go through racism.
He wasn't wrong. He wasn't right.
That I'm paraphrasing.
What's racism?
I'm paraphrasing what he.
What's racism?
Episode 142 of Cleaning Dishes. Hope everyone's morning is great. It is January 16th on our side of the town.
What's racism, bro? What's racism? Tell me what racism is.
1:45 p.m. in Calabasas.
I've heard of this. Is it like a seasoning?
You want to introduce us, please? Is that a seasoning? It's American seasoning.
Damn! That's what the food. That's how the food be bland. That's what racism is, bland. No, I feel like racism would be spicy. What do you think would be spicy?
Nah. If racism was a flavor, what would it be? Bitter tart, but savory. Bitter, tart, and savory. It's like a whole thing. And it's only like black minorities don't get the savory part. We just get the bitter and tart.
It's racist. They work that way. Yeah, it probably would be bittery. I think it would kind of be it would be earthy tasting, like bitter but earthy, like dirt, like dirt, like usually call it earthy. What's kind of dirt tasting, like.
So what food would that be?
What food would it be?
Yeah, I can't think about earthy tasting food.
I think people will say something with mushroom might taste kind of earthy.
It'll probably be dry oatmeal.
Dry oatmeal.
Yeah. Don't forget to introduce us, please. While we're going through that rant of like what slavery and racism would taste like.
I'm podcasting right now.
You're podcasting right now?
I'm podcasting right now.
All right, so let me know how that goes.
Okay.
Oh shit! I put it down. Go ahead.
Episode. Let's even start all over.
I was like, wait.
You already know what it is. Mr. Fantastic bounce back like elastic. Don't melt because it's not plastic. I'm here with the one and only
Thomas.
Just Thomas.
Thank you.
There you go, Lord. I'm still mad still not. It's just Thomas.
Well, I already got called Lawrence. That's long ago.
I know you was happy about that too. You was like,
I laughed. It was funny because it's like. I think it's like the best inside joke ever. Like, somebody was to call me Lawrence, I know why.
You be like,
oh yeah, you must listen to the podcast for real. That's like one of the ones like if I was to like do a sweepstakes, hint, and give away $100, hint, for a bonus whatever.
I can get $100 on a sweepstakes? How?
No, relax. I ain't doing
How
that.
do I do it? How do I get it?
Who?
How do I get the money?
You just said you get no savings money for me. So you ain't getting shit.
Brother.
Oh, here you go.
Me and you are two different people.
We are.
You see what I'm saying?
No, I don't.
Oh, I do.
But no, if somebody call me Lawrence, I definitely understand it.
Lawrence.
Go ahead, what's up? And it's crazy that I don't have to respond. If somebody call me Lawrence.
Oh, yeah, you got to at that point.
But I would really be like, at first I was like, who do they call Lawrence? Oh, wait, that's me.
Like, Lawrence, that ain't my name. Oh. I get called fantastic sometimes at work.
Yeah, because you know cool people.
But I was saying that before we was on the podcast.
No, you wasn't.
Yes, okay.
Can you prove it?
Yes.
How?
I literally have names and emails for call for fantastic well before.
That's crazy. Your auto cut out. That's wild.
That name was well in play before the podcast came.
Word, that's crazy. So how's your week so far? I haven't seen you since last Saturday.
Nigga, we lived together. You saw me. Oh wait, nice to see you. This just Thomas. It's me, fantastic.
How's your week though, for real?
My week was well, man. I spent it working.
That's just about right.
I worked.
Have you acclimated to where the day? Have you acclimated to your work schedule now? Like it's like in full rotation of working 5 days. 5 days and 8 hours.
My work schedule's been that though.
No, but we had the holidays where we had we don't work.
Oh yeah, I mean that was what
some of us only work 3 days in a week.
Oh.
Yeah.
So are you?
Yes.
Oh okay. I mean I had work too. I had work.
No, because you worked 3 days. I don't know what you did because your schedule was wonky.
Oh, during the break, I was on work from home schedule. I was on call at that. I was on call. So people didn't call you. You just did whatever you was doing. I worked. I mean, it just wasn't the same thing for me in schools, but it wasn't as stressful or anything. It wasn't stressful or anything like that. So to answer your question, yes, I was.
Because remember, I had worked. I did the 4, and then I did the 3 for Christmas, and then I did the 4. I did 5. No, I had Friday off. So I worked 4 days the next week, and I was really sorry about that.
I remember you saying that. I was sitting there I'll just be quiet.
You was out here sitting. No, you was not being quiet. You was having a good old time.
Hell yeah, we was being. Well, I forget. I feel like someone came over. I think Dan came over. Shout out to him, and we was messing with you because we were doing something. You asked us what we were doing. I was like, "Hey, it's for the niggas that don't gotta work. It's for non-working folks, sir. You gotta stay in there." He was like, "Man,
fuck my feelings, huh?"
Yeah.
So there's a question on Twitter. Somebody said, "Would you rather have $5,000? Would you rather have 2 Bitcoins or have a meeting with have breakfast with Elon Musk?" And below that comment, Elon Musk had a teardrop saying "You're gonna choose the breakfast with me." You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't care about nobody's feelings and none of that shit. I was like, "Give me the money."
I can't put feelings on a check, my brother.
You can have good connections. He probably give you a job you don't deserve. See? He might make your actual business.
You know what? There's something funny. You onto something there, but there's one key thing you saying in there.
I want to hear what you got.
What you think the key word was?
I don't know.
Probably, my nigga. Probably.
All right, fine. He will.
Nah, so you don't know. That's the point. I don't know.
You haven't signed a contract.
I don't know.
This coffee's amazing. You know this?
It's not that good, apparently.
It
Your
is.
ass is still crazy.
I put some creamer in here.
You put some brain reliever in there. That shit crazy.
Why you weren't trying to fight, huh? You know what? It sounds like you hating.
It's a cup of hate you drinking.
Mm-mm.
That coffee smelled like hate early this morning. I was like, oof.
This morning?
Yeah, when I smelled it early when I was sitting right here.
Why you sniffing my coffee?
It was in my face. It literally had it next to me. I almost went like that and hit it.
I hope you never near Coke because you just be sniffing it. It's right in my face. I had to sniff it.
I didn't know what it was. Who put the baby powder? Oh shit!
I was about to say that. I thought it was baby powder. And here you are.
Who put the baby powder right here? Eyes wide.
Shut.
Oh, that movie was crazy.
I had watched that.
I was younger when I saw it. I can't say younger. That means like a Super Bowl movie, but I was younger when I saw it.
It's pretty old.
So I didn't understand a lot of it, and I think I was definitely too young to watch it. I was like, why are they all fucking?
You didn't understand orgies?
I did not.
By what age did you understand orgies? I don't know. That's a crazy question to ask.
I don't know. When did Pornhub come out? I
was around 30 when I understood orgies. Cause it's that actually should give a full. When I was in my 20s, I understood orgies, but I understood it's kind of nasty at 30. Of I was out here slanging each other's person. I guess
it's just sex with more people at the same time.
Don't people go from person to person to person and
Yeah, people do that now in real life though.
You gotta have crazy. That's different.
How is that different?
Because like y'all all in one room smashing.
Okay, so outside of us being all in the same room, what's the that smell gonna be?
That smells to me crazy.
Drake's a crack a window, air it out.
If there's no fans going on, I'm really.
Oh, that rest smell has to be wild in that room. Like,
pretty
whoa. Oof.
There's a lot of farting going on.
Latex and sweat. That should be crazy.
Latex and sweat. Wait, what?
Hmm?
They wear latex?
Sometimes they do. Yeah, they do. Like, sometimes they wear condoms.
Do they really?
I mean, it depends on where you at. I don't know how nasty you're trying to get, but I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
It depends on how nasty is. Like, what the nasty level is. I mean, like, I would hope that if you would have a thing where you, but usually know. I feel like they usually know each other. I don't know for sure. I don't know how it goes.
That takes all the fun out of it. So we got topics. So
yeah, because you out here bugging, bro.
How am I bugging?
How is you not bugging?
That's the coffee. Look at you typing. So, hope you guys looking forward.
That's be type like that on the podcast is so disrespectful. You like, nigga, no.
You just had your handed. So, hope you guys are looking forward to a great cast of movies we watched today. So, the first one is going to be from Netflix. The name of the show is called Sweet Home. You don't have to say anything, you know, right?
Huh?
Wait, what you say? Wait, what was that from? What?
That shit was garbage. Stop playing. It wasn't garbage. It was interesting.
A virus breaks out. Oh my bad. A virus outbreak occurs in Korea that
turns.
Thank you. That turns humans into grotesque monsters, but one of the humans has full control over his abilities. Yeah, I was like, why did I write true? True, but like those real games. But no, so we saw this on Netflix. It took us a while to watch this movie too. Well, it's a show. I should say show.
Yeah, it wasn't. I'm champion. Is that the word?
Yeah, it's red. A lot of red.
I was say same thing. Probably because I don't bang. I don't condone that.
Salute. You don't finish what you were saying, bro? Damn!
I tried to. You gonna say salute and threw you up?
What do you need for some shit? Damn!
Salute. I just said I don't bang. You was a salute. What the fuck? No.
Always me.
You gotta tell us why though. You gotta tell us why. We watched this together. You turned it on. You just want to see it, so we watched it. It definitely wasn't better than Alice in Borderland for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure. No.
This one to me. The monsters were kind of cheesy looking. I like the idea behind it, but they were cheesy looking, bro.
How are they cheesy looking? The CGI was a CGI. It was an older version. It was like Windows 95.
What year are we in?
2021, I think.
Oh.
Or maybe it was a Windows 95 with the patch.
No, the CGI wasn't. But I think at the same time it was supposed to look that way. I think they wanted it to feel that way. Because I don't think the emphasis was really supposed to be on the monsters per se, but more so on their situation as a whole and how they were dealing with it. Mm. But they had to have monsters in it, so they did what they needed to, but kept the budget low. That's what it seemed like. All
right, you said the budget was low. Definitely is like more excusable.
Like yeah, they probably had low. They're like, okay, we don't have the budget to make them super duper great looking, right. And it's not. And again, the emphasis isn't on the monsters because you don't really see them that frequently. You see them frequently enough to know that their narrative exists, but a lot more of the story is them dealing with the distrust amongst each other. So you want to give more? I'm gonna give my backstory if you want, or say what you want to say.
I was gonna say like Sweet Home is like a mixture of like Left 4 Dead and The Walking Dead.
I can see that. I can see Left 4 Dead. I mean, they're both with zombies, so I can see that.
Yeah, well, I say Left 4 Dead because like the big muscly dude.
Right, I can see that because you had the different types.
Yeah, and
I can definitely see that. But why Walking Dead?
Walking Dead because the premise of Walking Dead was you had the zombies, but in actuality, the people when they die, they become back as zombies and shit.
Then okay, yeah. So then I can give you that. So here's the thing. To give a bit more backstory, the people in this story, it all takes place like in an apartment building. Apartment building complex. They're stuck inside this apartment complex. And some type of outbreak happens, and a lot of people are getting infected. They're not sure of how they get infected, and they don't even really know what is infecting them. We're left to believe that it's a curse. Yes. That's the last thing we were told, that it was a curse, and it affects certain people. And what happens is the symptoms that you get is like when you start to get infected, like there's like crazy bleeding. Like you start bleeding all crazy and stuff, but you don't die.
No bleed.
You start bleeding. Like you start bleeding profusely out your nose and stuff like that. but you don't actually die. That was the thing that seemed like a lot of people weren't actually dying, and then later on, all of a sudden, they just would somehow their bodies or something about them was different. Something morphed about them. Maybe they grew extra limbs or grew whatever it was. Something was different about them.
We call those mutations.
Yep. So they. Damn! Let's go.
You slow.
Let's go. So they had mutations physical mutations that happen to them. Most people. The main character, for one reason or another, the mutation did not take effect on him, but he does have an ability to tap into this other being, I guess, but you don't understand what it is. There's a lot we don't understand. It wasn't an answer. Like a lot.
It was a lot.
And so you're just like, I don't know. So far we know that these people are cursed.
Mm-hmm.
And so some of them transform, some of them mutate, some of them don't. And they're trying to survive and find their way out of the apartment because they were locked in the apartment complex.
Right.
But there's also people who were inside the apartment complex who did actually fully shapeshift and fully mutate and are like zombie things. Like they're not zombies, they're monsters. Like they're monsters.
That's why I said monsters. I was writing it and I kind of was like, do I say monsters? Do I say zombies? I can't say zombies because they weren't really eating people like that.
Yeah, they're like monsters. Like. And they feed. And the way they feed is they don't actually eat the bodies. What they do is they suck the blood out.
Suck the protein out.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. Okay.
What?
They suck out your insides. I
don't know why that sounds crazy. Probably because when we paused, we was like, suck your insides.
Because I knew you was gonna say something crazy. You had something to say.
I didn't say anything though.
But I don't get the show. I don't understand what it's about. Like halfway through, something's bad for me if I start playing my Switch. Like if I'm watching it and I'm just playing my Switch, like I don't pay attention. You be like, ooh, I don't really ask what's going on.
I'll give them bail on that because you was like dedicated to that Switch when that shit was on.
Because it was trash.
That's probably makes sense.
I was like, nigga, I was dedicated to that. I watched the first episode. I was like, okay, it's kind of good. Let me see what this game.
The first episode was good.
Second one, and after a while, but I would say by the fifth one, the only thing that kept me there was trying to figure out what the fuck was going on.
Yeah, I was definitely looking forward to the end. I was like, I want to know how this ends.
Yeah, I need to know why. I didn't even know how it ended. I just need to know why it was happening. As long as I knew that, I was cool. I don't even know why it was happening.
I forgot what happened because I just remember I remember how the episode started, episode 1, how it started.
Yeah.
And I was like, what happened to him? And I just remembered.
Yeah, like there's things that it just goes unexplained and people like disappear and
Yeah, it was. I was in a situation of like I wanted to finish it out because I started it. I'm already halfway in.
Yeah.
And like.
Because you ain't no quitter.
That's true.
I forget what that's called. You looked it up one time.
I did.
I mean, I guess it's from missing out. I don't know. It has to do with like.
Cash bias basis? I don't know.
I mean, you're invested in something, like you're invested in it because you put time into it, so you paid for it essentially.
Right.
And now you gotta get your money's worth, but you never do. And that's how I felt. I felt like if I had paid for this, if I had watched this like in a theater or something, even though it's not a movie, I would have been highly pissed off.
It's like being in a relationship and you don't want to quit because you're already like hoping that it'll get better.
Like, it'll change because you've seen glimpses of different. You've seen glimpses of hope.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, oh, it'll change. If I can just get that to go there, and not understanding you can't change a person. They gotta change themselves. Like that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother time for.
I feel bad because I feel like we automatically compared it to Alice in Borderland. Alice in Borderland was really good.
I think I did compare the production to it, and the reason is because it wasn't even just Alice in Borderland in general. Like, because just last podcast I talked about. A lot of times I watch these Korean shows, Korean movies and stuff. The level of production in them is usually pretty on point.
Oh, you're a Korean influencer, okay.
I don't know what to tell you. I was like, I don't even know how to answer that. Okay? Like, I was at a loss for words. I don't know what to tell you.
That's a first. That's real.
I was just like, okay. So to me, I was like, I just always felt like I always had a standard in my head because they set that bar. I didn't say they did. And so when I saw this, I was like, it's not bad. The acting in it to me was cool.
Yes.
The people in it were cool. I think the thing that messed up for me was the story, and it just seemed like, I feel like there were just gaps, and then as we stated earlier, the CGI on the monsters just wasn't there. Like it almost was comedic. And then I was wondering, was it supposed to be kind of satirical?
No.
Because it looked that way.
The characters to you were cool?
The characters acting?
Not acting, but the characters themselves. Like the people that they're portraying. You think they were cool? Like, excuse me. I thought the majority of the characters were annoying, except for like maybe 3. even our protagonist was kind of like, he was on some shit. That kind of was like, man, like, come on, bro.
Well, he was. Well, yeah, he had. I mean, yeah, I see what you're saying. Yes, they definitely had the characters did have their flaws, but I think overall their acting and what they delivered to us, whether it be they were supposed to be depressed or happy.
Oh yeah,
or sad,
you want the actors,
like the actual acting,
yeah.
like they were actually good. Because you could watch shows and be like,
Nah.
like the actual acting was just, to me, it was good. Like it was believable to me, at least for the show, for what it was.
What was the last show you saw, or a movie or whatever, that you saw and you was like, this is terrible acting? I feel like we saw one too, and we were like, this is some bullshit. I can't remember what it was.
We did, because I remember going off on you about it, like how bad it was. And you was like, it's not that bad. I was like, bro, it's terrible.
Was it Wonder Woman? No, right?
No, Wonder Woman acting was actually really good. No, I think the acting in Wonder Woman was good. I think the story was weak.
Okay.
The story was not weak. There was just, I thought, weak points.
Lack of consistency. A lot of questions that you could ask.
Yeah. The story was. I'm not gonna say the story was good. I liked the story actually. I just thought certain parts of it was like, what?
I'm trying to think what show or movie we saw.
Yeah, where somebody was acting and the acting was not great. Well, we was watching that one Amazon joint. We was kind of going off on that a little bit. We was like,
oh, that's the one on Netflix. Was it Netflix or Amazon?
Which one?
The one that they went in that cave and time travel and shit.
Oh yeah, I don't remember which one that was. Let's not even talk about it.
It was in time travel, like time forward.
It was slow time. Cause it was two different. You know the one that was in a cave and that down here was much slower than it was up there.
Time travel, I think it's called. Yeah.
What the name of the whole thing was? Okay, yeah, it was called time. I don't know.
I think it's called time travel.
We talked about it on here too.
I know. I hate that. We did that.
It was a few weeks ago. Yeah, that one definitely had some.
I'm gonna see if I can find those.
Please don't.
Why not?
That was just don't bring it up again.
I heard.
It just wasn't worthwhile. No, but overall the show was not. I'm bashing the show because I've seen it already. It wasn't trash. The acting was good. It just, to me, the CGI on it was just like, what's going on? Like, why was it I'm still at the point of trying to figure out why it was like this.
I thought it wasn't that bad.
I don't know. I feel like we weren't watching the same show. I really don't see how you think that was bad. Like,
it wasn't amazing, but it wasn't ass either.
Was it closer to amazing or closer to ass?
Closer to ass.
Thank you. That's the point. That's the point. And keep in mind what other things you've seen that involve CGI and stuff like that. Like,
so I do feel like American CGI is definitely better.
And I was wondering if that was the case. But I was like, I feel like I've watched. I don't think I've watched any Korean shows that have had CGI in them.
I've seen a few, like, I don't want to say Korean, but I would say Asians, like, kind of grouped all together, that weren't really the best, but it was like, it was cool.
Racist, no.
It was like, it got its purpose across. Like, remember we saw Attack on Titan, the movie, and like, that CGI was kind of bad.
Attack on Titan, the movie?
Yeah.
The raw live action one?
Yeah.
I don't think I watched that one with y'all.
I see it with Dan? I probably saw it with Dan.
You probably watched it with Dan, because I knew not to watch that. I knew better than that. I was like, no.
Yeah, it was terrible.
There's certain things you just don't watch live action, bro. Because that's hard to capture live action.
The storyline wasn't even the same.
See, that's why
I didn't know going into it. You learn the hard way.
You know.
Just like when the stove is hot. You learn by burning your hand.
Black people have a habit of always say learn the hard way. Like, no, nigga, pick up a book and learn from that nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you say, hold the desk open, you had to go through that. Like, nigga, look.
Ho wasn't watching that movie before. So I went through that, so Ho had to go through that.
Ho was like, good luck, partner. Ho gonna be like, learn the hard way. I'm like, nah, that shit was like, I gotta check it.
You said it.
Oh, no, I'm playing. Let's call the Emperor. No, overall, it was cool. Was not something I would watch. I would look up for an explanation as to what happened.
I was thought about this too. You think it's on? Because we watch a lot of independent films and international films and shows. You think it pops up on other people's radar also on their algorithms?
This show?
Yeah.
But I think it was like a hot thing at one point for Netflix. I think it was like a hot topic on Netflix.
I come to find out that was hot is also depending on what you watch. It's not like a, you know how you have a top 10? It's actually like a top 10. They put the top 10 is based on what you watch.
Oh, I thought the top 10 was like the same for everybody. It's not the same for everybody?
Because I went to, like, if you go to me and Yasha's top 10, it'd be different.
So they would say like trending and like, what happened? Also, when they be like trending and stuff like that, like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Trending is basically on algorithms. The one that's numbered like the 1 through 10, they're different.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I always thought it was the same for everybody. Because they put it on, they were like,